If there's any company in the NFT space you've heard about this year, it's probably Dapper Labs. They first came onto the mainstream with NBA TopShot, which you may remember as, holy how are people making money on this, but also, why am I not making money on this? That was back during a boom time for NFTs, but now that the rest of society has caught up and they're starting to become normalized, what's next for Dapper Labs? I sat down with their CEO, Roland Garagozou, to find out. So you have been in this space for a lot longer, I think, than most people have known about it. How do you get involved in the NFT space before, like in a pre-pandemic world? What is your path to getting involved in NFTs?
Well, we were the team that coined NFT and built the first NFT standard back in summer of 2017. And for us, it was really a kind of, we were software developers. We had been built, the two products we had built as Axiom Zen before that were API-driven businesses that kind of sat inside other people's products. And so we looked at crypto as not just a kind of currency machine, but the first time that developers could build software that's open and software that's outside of the control of its creators. And so, and for us, obviously the dollars were kind of part of what sort of put the technology into the mainstream. But we sort of looked at all that and we said, look, most of life is non-fungible, right? The in-game assets we have, our identities, our friends, our real estate, almost everything other than commodities and money is non-fungible. And yet there was no way to represent ownership of a non-fungible thing on a blockchain. And so that's really where the NFT standard came from. We're building TopShot and Dapper Sports, but that for us is just bringing about 3 billion sports fans into this world, and then that creating so many opportunities for developers to build tools, products, and services for them, and kind of, again, catalyzing this open future.
So can you walk me through the moments when you're developing Cryptokitties and you and your team have to decide, we need to build an alternative to Ethereum?
As most of your readers that have tried to go get an NFT, at least on other networks, it's actually kind of hard. You need to have your own wallet. You need to kind of juggle multiple products, which is partly the cool thing, that all of these products, people can build apps separately and they all work together magically out of the box without any APIs, without any partnerships or BD people. But it's still tough for users to get into. So we launched Cryptokitties into that world where, we knew it was going to be explosive and popular from day one, because we did in-person testing, and so Cryptokitties, the metrics were absolutely insane. People really loved the idea that, hey, I can buy these things, they are mine. I can breed them together in a way that it can't ever change in the future. And so they were understanding kind of, smart contracts, or this is the DNA of it. This won't change. The company can't control it. And so breeding a cat went from 8 cents to now I think it's probably $100+ because there's so much demand for the network.
What's next for a platform like NBA TopShot, where you have the trading cards now? There are rumors of a video game coming out. What can you confirm or deny about what you're working on for your next steps for NBA TopShot?
Yeah, so two things. I mean, we're taking the platform of NBA TopShot and which is really video highlights, which are kind of the center of a sports fan's digital fan experience anyway. And we're taking that to other sports. So whether it's NFL, UFC, La Liga, or some others we haven't announced yet, we think that there's a lot of cross-sport network effects that both during off-season as well as kind of the active season will bring new fans to TopShot and let TopShot fans kind of explore other marketplaces. We do have a game under development, but it's very, the focus currently is on the collectible experience, because actually it's more accessible to fans than any mobile game could be. And then the other thing is the in real life experience, and even the hot dog store across the street can say like, wow, you're a top fan, I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure you get free hot dogs before the game every time. So you bring your friends here, and they can do that in an open, decentralized way. An app developer can build an app for the hot dog vendor across the street to do that.
You mentioned earlier that you said the use of this type of technology will be in daily life at some point. And I think right now NBA TopShot is great, but I'm certainly not a daily user of, I don't go to NBA games daily. I don't trade cards with my friends daily. Right now it is really centered on the fan experience, but some people aren't daily fans. So for you, what does that look like, us using this technology in daily life?
Well, first of all, you might be a fan of something else that you're a daily user of, right? And there's a Dr. Seuss app in testing on Flow. There's multiple music marketplaces, including recordshop.com, which is looking really great. And so you can engage with different communities, and you don't have to do it daily. You can do weekly, monthly. We see users that come in one day, spend $100,000 and don't come back for 3 months. Come back, spend another $30,000. Don't come back for 2 months. Oh, and by the way, for most TopShot users, it is a multiple times a day experience. We get people coming back, dozen plus, multiple dozen times a day, and it depends on the persona, of course. But I think there will be something in there for you where you might benefit from, and it might be managing your own economy with your own listeners and viewers and social following. And of course, like as we have more metaverses come online, we see people like to spend time in there, and it's much less about using it as a video game and much more using it as a telephone or a chat room in a sense, and hanging out with your friends.
Thanks again for talking to us, Rome, and thank you for watching this video. Have you ever used one of Dapper Labs' platforms? Let us know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to Morning Brew, and also hit that little bell beneath this video so you're notified every time we drop a new one. Thanks again.